Alright, here we go. We are going to go back into Kerbal Space Program. As suggested in the last stream, something I had sometimes thought about, but actually completely forgot about recently, was mods, especially visual mods, to make the game look and run just a little bit better. The game looks and runs pretty fine by my standards, but I know that mods make it way better. I've seen some really good footage of the game with just a handful of visual mods, and that's what I went and did. I just threw in a handful of visual mods, tested them out, make sure they work to at least a functional state. There was a little bit of visual hiccuping here and there, but the base game had a lot of visual hiccuping here and there anyways. I mean, you look at the Space Center has that janky look to it where it doesn't quite blend in with the grass around it, and the way that the oceans have that kind of tiled almost look to them in the default game. Yeah, doesn't take much to make it look a fair bit better. Let me actually just swap to is this what I should be doing? Yeah, do that, and then back into the game here. There we go. I don't know why I prefer to have the delayed Twitch stream manager over my OBS. I get most of the same information on both, but I prefer to be able to see what just happened a few seconds after it happened. That's why you catch me doing this every now and then, just staring to the side, because I'm watching what just happened on the Twitch stream manager. I should switch which monitor I'm using or what side my webcam's on or something, so that when I look at the Twitch chat or the readout, it doesn't look like I'm just looking off screen to the frame on what would be your left. If I were to be looking this way looking at Twitch, it looks like I'm glancing like at the game, which I don't know. Anyways, I made sure that my save worked. There's not much in the way of sound happening right now. Oh, that's KSP ambient noises. So right off the bat, you can tell there's kind of a better blend to the KSP and the terrain around it in terms of like visuals and like even just like the shape of the buildings almost. I don't know, it almost feels like there's more like a bumpiness to the terrain rather than that straight flat. Like you can see that it's hard to tell, but like right here you can kind of see it goes up and down where it meets the terrain, whereas normally it would have been just like a straight line, I'm pretty sure. I don't know why that's lit up. I don't know if that's actually in sunlight or not, and I just have to be like over that way. You can see pretty far. Some of the mods that add more crap on the ground warned me that like if you've got things landed or stations on the ground or what have you, and you put this mod on an existing save, you could run into the risk of a rock being where your ship is and blowing it up. I got lucky. This rock is kind of nestled against it and didn't do any damage to the dang old rover that we'll sometime possibly come back to. And the folks at the Moon Science Station, goodness, it's taking a few seconds longer to load some stuff, but I mean, what can you do? The Moon Lander, if we head to that, you'll see that it'll twitch, because I've reloaded the save again. That I didn't play test all this out and then save. It does a little twitch where it bounces, so I imagine there's probably like a little this like bumpiness to the terrain that is there, maybe is causing a slight height difference, and that made it just kind of scooch upward a bit. But everything here survived, no problem. And my god, look at the visual difference. That looks like the moon. having those handful of rocks everywhere was okay, but this looks like I don't know if it's really hard for rovers to drive over and if I've screwed myself on that front, but visually it's definitely much nicer. All right, I think the first thing we should do is try and scoot a unmanned thing around Minmus and just grab some science from Minmus orbit and then bring it back and land it so we get the full amount of science from landing it. But we can make it fairly light. I think that's what we should do first, because we didn't pick up... Oh yeah, we picked up the surface deployed science on the moon, but that's going to take a while to run. When we're fast forwarding on our Minmus mission, time will be passing a lot faster. We can check our moon surface science after that. Okay, hold on. Stop. I want this. Ah, Octo does have reaction wheels. The Octo has reaction wheels, but the Hex has prograde, retrograde hold ability. See, I thought both of them lacked reaction wheels. Last time when I made that rover, I found out this one has reaction wheels. But last time, I really thought they both lacked reaction wheels, and the $200 price difference was because this one was more advanced and could do the prograde and retrograde, like telling it to point the direction you're traveling or opposite of that, instead of just saying hold this position I've put you at. Well, I don't need prograde retrograde, so I'll just... Okay, so how much 0.3 on all for torque on that? That's 5. So it's got garbage reaction wheels in it, unless you're making a tiny rover with it. I'm gonna go for the better one, and I will give it reaction wheels. Starshot 8. Oh, these are the firework launchers. God, every time I see those, I'm like, what the hell is that? I don't recognize it. All the parts look slightly different because of a mod that improves their looks, so I'm gonna be not sure what is what till I read the description on a handful of these. I'm looking for command control reaction wheel. We're going to want the science storage. Oh my god, that looks way different. And we're going to want to be able to parachute that thing down. Now for this one, we're gonna want a heat shield because it isn't packing a built-in one. I'm gonna do a big one, and hopefully it will. I wonder if there's like deployable fins. Oh, I know there's like air brakes at some point, I think, that you can put out there and have it so that part falls backwards. I guess we'll see if we can use the reaction wheels to hold it in place while it's falling in the atmosphere. We should be able to. It'll just be this piece. I should add drogue chutes because it might be so thin and light that it pierces through the atmosphere and goes way too fast. Those are utilities. No, they're not. They're landing. Oh my god. Help me. Where are parachutes? This is parachutes. Oh, the drogue chutes look way different. This is gonna happen a lot now that I got these visual mods in here. I'm gonna be completely lost as to what is what. Okay, so I think that little bit is perfectly safe. Now we just build the stuff to get it to Minmus, get it there and back, get a bunch of science. It'll be dandy schmandy. We do want the Science Junior. Yes, sirree, Bob. We'll want... possibly 2 of these just for balance. Thermometer, mystery goo. There. Oh, maybe mystery goo can. No, we'll stick it here and ditch it. Oh, we didn't put a decoupler onto these decouple. HS jettison not staged. HS jettison staged. Oh yeah, that is a detacher. You can, for some reason, choose to attach it like to the edge of the shit, or like, and it doesn't seem to really matter from what I can tell, but visually it makes more sense that way, and so I'm doing it that way. This is gonna be good. I'm doing it again where I see the my stream health monitor. Hold on a second. I'm gonna. No, can I do that? Yeah, I'm gonna move my. Stream health. To that side, so I stop thinking it's the it's a readout of my. There we go. I fixed my stream manager dashboard thingy layout so that I'm not constantly seeing the twitch of the stream health and thinking it's a chat coming in. I do it so often, and now it'll never happen again. I'm free from this hell. Hallelujah. Probably do one of these with a little baby terrier, and I want it to be the. Oh, they got more variants in this mod. Oh, compact with. Oh man. I love the boat tail. I love the boat tail. The quote-unquote gray and orange isn't got any orange on it, but I'm gonna pick gray and orange. Science Junior. Truss or no truss. That's cool. I like it with the truss though, because it makes sense. Heat shield. Black unpainted or classic. I'm gonna make a black one. I can't see it, but that's what I'm doing. We can do like the gold plating or silver plating. So cool. We're gonna put the silver plating on it. I love playing dress up. Even with my rockets. TD12 has a bunch of different. What the fuck? Oh, I don't get the shroud with the boat tail though. Boo. Okay. We'll deal with it. It'll be fine. I'm upset by that, but not a deal breaker. Doing the onion staging where it drains 2 tanks at a time each tank being 2 of these size tanks. So this is a tank, and like this is a tank. It'll drain 2 at a time across from each other, ditch them, drain 2 more, ditch them, until it's just the middle left. We want the middle engine to be able to swivel. And we want the outer engines not to be able to, just because it's cheaper by a little bit and they have a slightly better thrust rating. As long as just the middle one needs to swivel. God, look at the designs on these. Oh, it's so cool with the boat tail. I love it. What about these? Oh, yeah. Good looking rocket there. We need some nose cones on the tip of these, otherwise they're going to, and then we're going to auto strut, which means it's going to, like, attach an invisible metal chunk to a heavier part. And stop these from wiggling around, because they're attached at about here, and that level of like this being able to wiggle and this being able to wiggle can cause some pretty major problems. So if you strut them to something else, which you can do visually with these struts, you connect one to here, and it'll make a metal line there, which, I mean, sometimes looks cool, but it can also be a pain in the butt to set up. Good lord. I'm allergic to my own nonsense. Anyways, we need to set up the fuel lines so that we can do what I said, where we use only one of these fuel tanks at a time. We have... Shit. Control Z. No symmetry. I just want to put one at a time. So this one attaches to here, and the one across from it also attaches to there. So these two will feed the middle one, and we'll make it so in sequence this one feeds that one, and this one, which will be the first to drop, feeds that one, and we'll do the same on the other side. Doesn't look ideal visually, but I'm not a rocket scientist. Drain valve looks neat now. I do think that whole structure should all be able to get to Minmus and get us some good sciences. Communications. Oh, I almost forgot antenna. We need communications antenna. Make this thing actually work. So we're gonna put smaller ones on here, but like that. So that'll be able to communicate when it's close, and then when it starts getting far away, we'll use these ones. So I gotta remember to open those up once I get into orbit, or they won't really work. Staging. Now, we need to make sure all these bottom rockets activate at the same time, and that they detach in the right order. So we've got... It's 2 and 5 we want to be first. So we'll make a new stage and move the other ones up. And then out of those, we want It looks like 3 and... No. We don't want those first. Those are last. Those are last. Then these two... Which means these ones detach first. Yeah, so... This drains quicker because it's pushing its fuel into this one. And the same thing on the opposite side. That detaches when it falls off. And that way you're not carrying around empty fuel tanks. Everything's as efficient as possible. Then we detach there and activate this rocket at the same time. Eventually we detach our heat thing after... oh no, we don't want that. We don't want that at all. Because we can't use just our heat thing. That would have been a terrible mistake. This is why you check your staging. So we want a decoupler here that will detach all our science stuff after we've transferred it into our storage capsule thingy-dooey. And then, oh, let's see. Chat has a question about the game. I put the tank on top, but they don't start, they don't turn on. There's a few things to check. You gotta make sure that you've got a fuel tank that has liquid fuel and oxidizer. There are other fuel tanks that are just fuel, and those are meant for aircraft. The oxidizer's needed because in space there's no oxygen, and the engine needs to use its own oxygen to make the kaboom go. And the engine won't work without the oxidizer, even if there is oxygen. But, so you gotta make sure you're using the right kind of fuel. When you launch it... This might take a minute, what with the visual mods. I haven't actually created a new ship and launched it with the mods on. Hey, that looks pretty good. Look, there's a light on the watchtower making a big shadow. That's awesome. Anyways, so as long as you got the right fuel attached to your engine at the bottom of it, then all the engines should show up here in a little staging. When you press space, they activate, but you'll notice this throttle here next to your nav ball. Right now it's at 0. You need to adjust the throttle with control and shift in order to make it actually have the engine at more than 0% on. You can also press Z for max and X for none. So make sure your throttle's up. Then when you press space, you'll be able to get going. Oh my god, that looks beautiful. So that's about all I can say. Chat member with the question. Hopefully one of those things is something you weren't quite doing right and can help you get off the ground. It's not a very fun game if you can't make a rocket engine just go. You're very welcome. I'm absolutely pleased as punch to be of help. Oh, those are meant to be like city lights and stuff, I bet, that are supposed to show up from a distance. I wonder if they're not supposed to look like that up close. I wonder. The rocket trails are changing depending on how high up we are. This is so beautiful looking compared to the base game. It's dark though, I can't see. I don't have any lights on this thing, that's the latest. Goodbye, rockets. Oh, my apples are apple apps. I'll get it up to about 100k. Oh, look at the aurora. That's super nifty. Goodbye, debris. Good luck. It's time for space music. Time for space music to play. Oh, I guess I could do a little faster than the 4 times fizz warp. There we go. Open up the old... Oh, I don't have some... We gotta quickly redo this. I don't have solar panels. Ah, I knew I was forgetting something. I'd have remembered that eventually, but I'm glad I remembered it now. Yeah, vehicle assembly. Solar panels need to be right on this thing. Like, right in here. And probably another battery, honestly, as well. Now you're playing with power. Get it? Get it? Oh, and my staging was all wrong here. We want a whole extra stage for this. That could have been brutal to find out that we couldn't activate this engine with... We could have manually activated it, but I wouldn't have noticed. I'd have pressed space and it would have shit off this whole thing. We'd have been hooped. Okay, no, it's good that we had to come back. Who's our... We don't have any crew. This is an unmanned plate. Okay, let's try this again, but with realness. Doing? Mashing into my own rockets. It's all these solar panels making for weird stability issues in the atmosphere, but that's fine. We don't need to be in the atmosphere for long, right? Just make sure we're going up when we need to be going up. And that's not good. That was fun. went to. That's a hell of an arc on our orbit, though. We kind of put ourselves in a position to be in orbit real quick. There, like that. Go to our map, we get our antennae out, extend. Look at the planet. Good. Okay, Minmus. Minmus travels pretty freaking slowly, so we just need to set up a maneuver. Hold on, let me really look at this. Out here, we set up a maneuver, and we whoop ourselves. Not crashing into the moon, preferably. Wait, we can set it as target. Okay, we need to make our maneuver up a bit here. I remember how to do this now. Okay. This is an intercept. This is what we're doing here. We need to do it on the descending node. And we need to here we go, target position at closest approach. I remember this whole thing. So now... Too far. But look, we got an encounter. We got an encounter. Let's just see if we can eyeball an encounter off that maneuver now. Warp to next maneuver. We're all full of electric charge and stuff. Very good. We got tons of fuel. This is going to be great. We're going to get all the science from Minmus, and then I don't know what we'll do after that, but I guess we have to check our ground stuff on our ground science on the main. Alright. Reaction wheels have us in place. Start our maneuver soon. Under a minute of burn time. Let's rock and roll. Far zoomed out, it's hard to tell that anything's happening. There we go, now we can see it really clearly coming out. Cut the engines and do this rest slowly. There, we've got an encounter. Okay. Thank you. Now. When do we get there? Let's just warp. No, not I'm in, no. I want to warp here. Yay! As soon as it gets close to the reverse thrust zone, we're gonna mash thrust and get ourselves in orbit. Preferably with one side being a really, really close orbit. Like that. So, let's check our science here. Not the big one, but just the little ones. Keep. Keep. That's a lot of science right there. We're gonna quick save. We'll go to our Parallax. Warp here. Do our science and then launch ourselves back at Kerbal. So big science. Keep mystery goo. Keep barometer. Keep and temperature. Keep. Now we put it all in our lunchbox. Not the panel, but the lunchbox. Container collect all. 7. 3 on each side, and then the middle one. That's correct. Okay, now we take where we are and try and make it sure, let's do that. Goodbye, Minmus. We'll be back at some point. Okay, now actually, there's really no sense in going to the Parallax. That's gonna make it as... Oh, fuck. What's going on? Oh, fuck. We're tilted wrong. We're tilted wrong and our electric charge is gone. We're gonna have to load that quick save. Because it's going to take a long time for this to be tilted so that those are, right? Like, yeah, let's load the quick save. Oops. Badly placed solar panels. It's out of electric charge here too. Just gonna maybe change my orbit to be a little more vertical, so I'm not as... But first, let's do the science again, and then maybe quick save again after that. So conduct a materials study. Keep... Observe the mystery goo. Log the temperature. Log the pressure data. Keep. And... Put it in the lunchbox. Collect all. 7 in there again. Save. Now. Let's shoot ourselves vertically a bit. There. Get on an angle. And then... that pointed retrograde. Retrograde should have solar panels and sunlight now. Not exactly how I wanted it to, but so be it. Let's go back home. 4,000 kilometers. 1,000 kilometers. Alright. My plan is to do something like this. We'll go here to where we're like about to be in what's the word, in atmosphere, and we'll mash our engines, and we have so many engines available still that we could probably do like a Falcon X heavy landing or whatever the hell they're called, the SpaceX shit. Land on a barge, which is something else I'm pretty sure Scott Manley did. Okay. Speed up till our altitude is about... I don't know, 80K. Retrograde. We've got lots of electric charge. Let's slow this sucker down. Keep the antenna out for extra drag. The engines generate electric charge too, so if we're in the dark but blasting our engines, we're fine. We might have to ditch this piece. Oh, pieces flew off of it. That was terrifying. Oh boy, look at that re-entry effect there, though. That's not stock. You can see the trail from that, too. Burning up an atmosphere. It's exploding. Smaller pieces. Oh my goodness. That was a beautiful looking re-entry. I'm so glad I threw this set of mods on. Look, you can see the stuff through the clouds now. We're landing in the water though, I think. Badoink. Hey, I badoinked you. Lego. If you're singing Tom Petty, you're taking the easy route. You're making the easy jokes. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? There we go. Now I'm a little less pale looking. I had the drogue chutes on in the same stage as the main chute, so that could have been rough. Look at this cloud effect. Ah, it's so great. And there they go. They're above us now. Drogue chutes open up fully. And 1500 the main one, or 1000? 1000. 1200? 1000. Main chute. Oh, water is still obviously repeating texture, but not nearly as obviously as it once was. Cut parachutes too if you need to help something stay upright, or if you're upset it's taking too long to fall. I don't know what kind of impact tolerance this thing has for water, so I'm just gonna let it go. Alright. Oh, look at that. Minecraft's random graphics update where it got shadows and reflections and atmospheric effects was quite the thing. I had no idea. I loaded it up with my kids and bam, I was like, what the hell? Did they put a shader on here on my computer and not tell me? So it looked like a shader. It looked like something I would have put on beta Minecraft forever ago. But it was like just stock. We're in the water. Is the water wavier too? It totally is. Look, we're getting really tossed around by the way the waves are. Oh. Oh man. No wonder people say literally do not bother with Kerbal Space Program 2 and just mod the first game, because I bet you with a handful more mods I could get this. And, you know, actually configuring the ones I have. Woo! Sheesh! 100 signs for the materials study. Could have done that on the surface. We had enough fuel to do it. We could repeat the same mission and put all our shit on the surface. I'm tempted to do that and not even spend my money yet. Load that one we just made. Separate drogue parachute staging. And add a couple more solar panels. Where am I going? God. I don't know if that'll help with the issue we were having. Because it was like basically completely in the shade, but we'll see. Landing. Let's just do it. We should be able to get basically just as much of that science again. Get up to like 700 some. And be able to do a huge swath of science purchasing, spending a bunch of my money. I think this time I'm just going to max power all the way out. The atmosphere here. Put a little bit of rotational force. Oh, we're doing this again. Why? We need fins. I forgot about the, Okay, so don't bother putting fins on the first stage to cut. Put them on... you know what? I'm gonna have to, just for sake of, symmetry, not wanting to have to place them individually and make sure they're all kind of mostly in the same spot. I'm sure there's a way to make it only attach to 4 instead of 6, even though you got 6 that are technically like the same part linked together in a way. All our staging is still fine. These guys, 2, 2, 2. This turns on, then yeah, okay, we should be fine. Max thrust. We're up in the area. Warpost to about there. Let me zoom in so I can extend my antennae. Extend and extend. There we go. Now we can talk to home base. My fuel efficiency here, like a real boy. I think that was the sound of these engines cutting out. So long. Okay, target Minmus. Descending node. Right there, add maneuver. Crank that soldier boy. That gets us an encounter. Warp to maneuver. Whee! Those auroras are wild looking. I didn't even realize they were moving until I went into the like 1,000 times speed we're at. Slow back down to 1 times speed. Look, they don't move in the slightest. That's insane. Sucks I can't see the continents as easily as I once could. Okay, back to stability assist, and we will stabilize ourselves on the target. And speed up so we're there. And max out the engines. I'm gonna eyeball this again and just get close to where it tells us our target is and just kind of get to where we're in an encounter with Minmus. From there, we'll do a quick save, and then if I can land with this engine that I'm using, great. If I can't, I'll use the smaller one with the landing pads on it. We have the option of cutting this bottom engine and scooting away from it while we're landing and trying again. As I demonstrated the other day, I'm apparently pretty good at landing where I want to, which is not what I thought. I thought it was kind of terrible. That's an encounter. We will zoom to that. Ugh. Got a nasty ring in my right ear, and it really sounded like it was the headphones doing it, but it's just me. It's just the tinnitus. We have electric charge. Let's maybe quick save here while we're in a good position to. Drink that again. Okay, get our periaps down to like, I don't know, 10 kilometers. And warp there. Maybe not a good idea to land on the dark side. Maybe warp here. And now, good enough. Go to where we can slow down. out of map view. Slowly fall down. Oh, sorry. I forgot. You can't spin while I'm speeding up. Oh, set it to land so we don't crash into the ground thinking we have 1,000 meters to go. Get our fall to be a little more straight down and less at an angle. I'm gonna save right here, because I know we can do this. Well, what I'm gonna do is play it safe, put out the landing gear, and ditch it. So we can kind of tilt and scoot away from it just a hair. And that's gonna definitely hit hard enough to explode. We'll do our science here, including our materials study bay, and then we'll do another science. Oh, hey, welcome back. God damn, you're right. I didn't even notice. Woo! You saved me. That bounced? I thought it was for sure gonna be done for. Look at it go. Boing. Chat saved me. My speed and direction was based on my orbit, not like compared to the surface. Which there is a difference because there is a rotational speed to these planets and stuff. Okay, now didn't bounce so good that time. Observe the goo. Log the temperature. Log the pressure data. Lots of good science. Okay, now we blast off. Do the other ones on the side up, like in super high Kerbal orbit. See if we have those ones yet, and we head back home. All we really got to do is just scoot off the planet's surface here. Kind of start heading in a sideways fashion. And if we do this right, we should be able to like wing ourselves just right out of there. Warp there. Oh my gosh, okay, right, we were close to the surface. I was like, why is it taking so long? And, hit our retrograde. What's happening? Surface. Jesus Christ. God damn. Don't Don't crash into the moon. Don't crash into the moon. For Christ's sake. Let's just ride this out. First, for science, we said we'd do up here. Observe. High over Kerbin. I don't have these ones. I got that one. I got that one. Okay. Let's go see how the moon is. I really thought the frame of reference stuff would switch on its own more often than that. I didn't realize Minmus was going to be so rude to me. Do I have these? Let's collect our data. No, temperature and pressure data here are already dealt with. Okay, whatever. We'll just, we'll do our burn in the least efficient spot as humanly possible. But it'll also reduce the amount of speed we've got coming into the atmosphere, so it's not a complete waste. It's only a partial waste. Look at me. I'm the Apoaps now. See. Oh, I guess I can see it here, eh? Okay, and the rest of that fuel we're gonna use somewhere over here. We're gonna have so much science to spend. It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be a whole nother game. Alright. We're in the dark. We're standing in the dark. Standing in the dark. But, we're alright. We've got enough electric charge to work with. Let's blast those engines. Are those flashes down there supposed to be storms, or is that a glitch? It feels frequent enough that it might be glitching this. Oh, I don't know. Oh, you get to have pizza? That's not fair, chat. I want more pizza. I had pizza just the other day. It was really good. But there wasn't enough of it. I had to share it with those blasted wife and kids. So long. It was nice knowing you. It's scary not being able to see it. There we go. It's like a knockoff X-Wing flying away. It's starting to heat up. I can see like a slight glow around it. Oh no, I think it's slowing down. It might come flinging back at us. That'd be fun. That's lightning? Okay, sweet. Oh god, it is coming back at us! Don't! Steer a bit. Just steer a bit so we can avoid crashing into... Okay, no, we're alright. It shed some pieces, and I think it's falling faster now. Alright, I think we're cool. Yeah, there's its trail. I love it. It's moments like those I wish I had a 4K monitor so I could like really see the little glowing dot. My 1080p poverty setup, not quite the same. So when we eject our heat shield, we gotta flip over first. All quiet. Alright, flip prograde. Oh, you can't. There you go. Point. And flip retrograde. Point. Jesus Christ, that sounds nuts. The clouds that I've got in this mod are impressive enough as it is. Oh god, my game like really hung up for a second there. It was like, oh yeah, I like the clouds, do you? Here, I'm gonna crash on you. Always the longest wait. Feels like a long wait when you're doing your launch, but then you get to this point and it's like pure torture. Maybe that's why Elon Musk wanted to land rockets the way he does. Is all right. See you later. Thanks for stopping in again. Enjoy your pizza. Jealous. I really am. Jealous of something I had just the other day. Oh man, I'm seeing like flashes in the sky, but I'm seeing stars in the spots where there are flashes, so it's kind of like, again, not perfect, but better than the game looks vanilla for sure. Sploosh. Oh my gosh. I don't think I grabbed the stored data from one point. No, I did. I got all the stored data I was supposed to get. All right, that's way more sun. Oh, you good? There we go. It wasn't good for a second there. Fix it though. Hot damn. Another 327. I knew we'd get about the same amount again. Woo-wee. Let's check on the oh, space debris splash down. Can recover that for $3 whole, something like that. Oh, world's first flyby orbit. Return home. Scientific data from Minmus. Suborbital space flight above Minimus. Landed. Returned home from the surface. That was a heck of a payday for all that stuff. That makes me want to upgrade the tracking station. We might have to save up for next facility, research facility. Before we go into there, I want to see how much moon science we've managed to gather in all that time we spent. So we've got the moon. We gotta rename this thing. This will fly. lights on the ship. Why are they pointed in reverse now? The mod reversed the lights. The mod reversed the lights! Ah, that's so funny. Now we can't see shit. Web control station is now going to be... Moon Science. Accept. Science completed. Almost 8%. I guess I'll just leave it till it's that like 50% we need. Jeez. Particle configuration. The parallax configuration. Buttons. New buttons. Oh my goodness. All the science. I will have to basically bounce somewhat suddenly in anywhere from like an hour to an hour and a half. My mother's coming to pick up my children for a sleepover, and I need to be able to meet her at the door and say hello and make sure they have everything they need, because they won't if I don't check. I'm tempted to just grab all these 90s. We want heavy rocketry. Because we got... Oh, see, we should get advanced fuel and heavy rocketry, so we get the really... Ooh, RCS. Because this fuel system gave us the big Rockomax ones. This gives us some adapters. A lot of RCS fuel. Definitely... RCS. We're gonna want the heavy rocketry. We're gonna want the extra RCS stuff probably just to make it easier to get more. Yeah, that's a good one to have, I think. Heavier rocketry. Might be the way to go. Maybe we should stay. Better landing struts, landing gears, whole bunch of new nose cones. Helicopters, I've never even tried. I forgot that was a thing, honestly. Inline cockpit. Oh boy. Does this have fairings? Yeah, it does. Whatever you want to call it. I think that's what they're called, our fairings. A triple adapter. The other... Yeah, we better get this. So what does that leave us? 288. We could get 3 of these. Or 1 of these. More photovoltaic panels would be really nice. Big container. EVA fuel for the jetpack. The mobile processing lab. I could throw one of those in orbit around Kerbin and attach it to the existing space station. And really load it up with like RCS related stuff. That would be interesting. Scanning arm. New ladders. I might have to get that one just for the mobile processing lab. Maybe. Let's keep it simple. We'll get the cheap ones, and then we're through that whole chunk of the tech tree. Boy, let's see what the mission control has to say about that. Explore Kerbin. Rendezvous 2 vessels. Honestly, let's do it. Position a specific satellite. Recover surface data. We can literally just do that. Goddamn. Surface outpost on. Minmus. 5 Kerbals, a bunch of electricity, 2 pilots. Could do it though. That'd be a hell of a payday. Antenna docking port generates power. We're doing it. Astronaut complex. We need 2 pilots. Bernie and Topmund. Bernie and Topmund. You're going to Minmus. Now, what we need to do is load that same one. Take off this piece. The rest, and now we've got a Mark II command pod for 2 Kerbals. How much? 5,000 electric charge. That's lots. 5,000 electric charge. So this comes with 200. We would need 24 of these, or 48 of these. Wow. Should have paid attention to that, huh? 24 million. Gosh, that's wild. Might have to. Okay, well, let's see. Put an antenna on top. Doesn't need it to talk. I think we just go ham with the little batteries. Eight. 16, 24, 32, 40, 48, and just because it's now, we'll keep that up there. These in here, maybe some, I don't know. Peeking like that. Okay, so it's got 5 Kerbals. It's got the 5,000 electric charge, 2 pilots, and it just needs to land on Minmus. It's the Men in Black 2, the Sherlina, whatever her name is. That's Tourette's guy's wife, Sherlina. It's whatever her name is. Shit. That's what I just made. Get it. Like, I got the fuel, or I got the electric charge. I got 2 islets. And now I can make this into a that, right? Tonk, tonk. I don't see any reason why that shouldn't work unless there's a weight problem. Maybe we detach you. Do something slightly larger than this. Is that what we do? We do an FLT. Oh, maybe we do this. We Reliant on there instead. I think it's aerodynamic enough to not need a fairing over the top part. It looks stupid, but I don't know. Will it work? Let's find out. There's a lot of speed in that last stage, and that's kind of all we really need is to get into orbit with the main stage, and then the rest can kind of be handled by that piece. I think. We're not going to be coming back. Antenna, docking port. High up docking ports and low down docking ports, just in case we actually do end up docking to this thing. We might tip it over on its side and use it as an actual base at some point. Who knows? Alright, Sean's Cannery. I like that. I don't like how if you glance at it, it looks like there's like giant tits. Like if you just like glimpse past, it looks like it's got big saggy boobers. The facility has to support 5 Kerbals. Fuck. I've only got 2 in there. Utility. Cargo. Utility. fine. This is fine. This whole big honking thing is a big old facility. And then we need to get rid of these guys and put in the 2 pilots. One in the cockpit, one in the command pod. For maximum control. Maximum piloting. Too many pilots do not spoil the broth. This thing is stupid. This isn't gonna work. Gonna have to onion stage some like big rockets in order to make this work. Okay, let's go. Roll out. It's almost like it's a rocket taking off. I forgot to redesign this so that the detaching doesn't cause explosions. That one turned out What is the deal with this one now? Go up! We need bigger bottom stuff. Let's no, symmetry, please. Thank you. Let me see. Okay, now we move the part out so they don't touch each other. And then maybe even move the attacher out so that it gives more space. We wing the bottom of these. Set them to like 66% thrust. Put on our nose cones. Auto strut the nose cones. And maybe that'll work better, right? All these detachers can just happen at the same time because they're going to happen at the same time. Okay. Switching out for the pencils. Oh, no. are some hefty rockets. I want to see the effect change as we go up out of the atmosphere. We're flipping again. Why? And we can't turn these off. Come on. We're so flippy as this rocket. It's absurd. Revert to launch. What I need to do is... What do I need to do? Freak. I need to blast our main engine once we hit like the edge of the main atmosphere and start getting into the lighter stuff. That's what I'm gonna try and do. Help keep this thing stable with the steerable engine. Might need bigger winglets. Maybe these are too small. Use this to help get some extra speed to punch through and to help steer. Is this better? Is this working? Turning a bit. Well, that sure put us in space. Just get me away from these before they crash into me. Woo! Yeah, we're up there. Okay, let's warp here. Turn ourselves sideways and blast ourselves into actual orbit here. Try and just get a circular orbit for the most part, and that'll make it easier to get to Minmus. Okay, let's just speed things up a bit here. There we go. Target. Minmus. Ascending node. Add maneuver. Good. Warp to maneuver. Point in the right direction. Just making sure our mission parameters were completed. I should have done that ages ago. You see, like, if you can get to here, you can get to here, because look at how quickly changes in speed affect your orbit after a certain point. It's honestly a little bizarre how physics works that way. Oh, that was a little much. Okay, thank you. Just warp to here, just so we can zoom in a little bit. Here comes Minmus to pick us up. Now, retrograde, because our pilot can do that now, because they've gone on so many adventures that they're able to figure out how this works. Pull us down and get that orbit circle. Wow! Mystery goo generated and got sent. I forgot that I can't time warp an auto time warp, and I really went into super fast mode there for a minute. See what I'm doing, so I'm gonna do this over here. Wait till we're over the flat areas like this. Surface. There we go. Landing gear. And down we go. Carefully easing ourselves down onto the flat ice. That's the plan here. Oh. This is one of those times where being able to force the physics warp is a good thing. Land in this base. Very gentle. Very nice. No problems. Flawless. Contract complete. No usable in-range comms devices. What does he mean by this? We're not in any signal is why. Okay, well, hang out for now, I guess, and let's which one of you is in here? Saltman. Take an EVA report. Take a surface sample. We'll plant a flag. Minmus surface outpost. We were here, so we did. There. Are you stupid? If we end up in comms range, we can send those. But I have no way of making this craft survive a return to Kerbal. It's got no parachutes or anything. It would explode. Damn, look at that. La-da! Minmus. a sample of the ice, even. That's cool. Alright, Space Center. I think maybe we should throw a satellite around Minmus to help with that whole we can't see shit comms-wise issue. We need to rendezvous around Kerbin. Let's buy the runway upgrade because it's cheap, and then we get fancy lights. Mission control upgrade is also cheap. Gets fancier lights. Astronaut complex, also cheap. Unlimited Kerbals. Fancier lights. So that leaves 5 more things to fully unlock. Level 3, level 3, level 3, level this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 more things to unlock. Admin building. No, not this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 more things. Good God. But, not worried about that right now. Match and new part satellite in orbit of Kerbin. Hell yeah. It's already ending its useful life. That gets us the rendezvous. So all we need to do is send up an engineer with a high gain antenna and then have him go attach it to that existing station. This whole thing's kind of a clusterfuck, so let's just ditch that. We will send him up in a Mark II. Parachute, parachutes, and maybe heat shield. These use special fuel just to give puffs of air, which in space can shoot you around pretty quickly. And this way we can shoot in pretty much any direction. Should be good. This needs high gain antenna in its inventory. Bill, perfect, yes, that's absolutely right. Bill actually should have that here. Okay, that's not how that works then. EVA experiments? Just for, like, in space and when we land? EVA. Oh, okay. My mother is reporting that she'll be here in about a half an hour, so yes, it was the lower time estimate that we needed to go by. Okay, let's wrap this up real fast then. This shouldn't take long once we got this whole thingy built. We'll connect these together and we'll separate the drogue chutes. I had to like peek around my microphone to see the staging there. Then engines, fuel, gosh, I don't know. Do we even need all that shit, or do we just go with Pollux? Do a kickback surrounded by kickbacks. Coupling TD 70s are cool because then we can extend it out further, not connecting and hitting and attaching, yada yada. Let's throw more of these kickbacks on there. Oh my god, this. There we go. Down. Like so. Aerodynamic. We want the nose cone. That's the big kind. That's the big kind. That's the good kind. All these active at once, but we'll make the outside ones 75 and the inside one 50. And that should shoot us up into space pretty good. Probably too far, and then we'll have to do a lot of wacky maneuvering to get to the guy we're trying to get to. Okay, I think we should be able to do it with just that. We want to stage the jettison of the heat shield just for weight reduction. Let's try it. Oh, look, we're launching not at night, but at like this absolutely keynote time of day. I didn't auto strut the big boosters. You see them flexing in there and they're waving around now. Pretty fun. Fighting it as it is. Give it about 5 seconds, this thing's gonna want to flip. Fine. Somehow I saw that coming. I need the... What are they? There's tiny little engines that are meant to, like, shoot the engine in the direction you want it to when you detach it. It's like a little mini rocket booster. What we need to do is move this up. But oh shit. Got none of them now. Attach them up here, but have it so they're attached at the very top. And then maybe that'll help boost them away the right way. And we'll auto strut these to each other. Is that a smart move? That might be a smart move. Keep them rigid. Let's give that a shot. That should take us up into orbit and let us play with our station a little bit. Regardless, gotta call it quits in about 20 minutes. I need to answer this text or this person may show up. Okay. Too many things happening all at once here. One slight tilt to the right, otherwise we won't be going the way we want to. Anytime my SAS thing shows these arrows, that's me putting in inputs. Left, right, up, down, what have you. Oh, I love this approaching the cloud layer, like this look that it has to it. You really didn't get that with the night launches. And I've been too focused on other stuff to pay attention to it the last couple. We're tilting. We're tilting. SAS is having huge trouble keeping it in position. We're tilting the wrong way. At least we're going up. We haven't flipped yet. Wish me luck on the detaching. Yeah, look, they did what I thought they would. Probably could have done that a number of times before. This thing's struggling to keep itself upright. Probably could have used a couple fins or wings. Wow, our apoaps is way too high. Start shooting sideways. Sideways momentum, please and thanks. So, untitled spacecraft, that's not right. That should be low orbit something or other. Okay. let's warp to up here and do what I'm doing, but different. There's a few opportunities to text in this game. Got all sorts of people wanting to arrive at my house. It's all very difficult. So the pink is showing my position when I'm intersecting their orbit and where they'll be at when I intersect their orbit. Since I came from there, that doesn't really matter. But when I get to here, they'll be about there. And what we want to do is get either the orange or the pinks touching. It's going to be a lot of RCS thrusting. Their apo-apps is big, but 92 something, so if we get ours, do about that same. See, these pink nodes are getting close to each other. We might be able to time this in such a way that we can really... Nope. So what we need to do now is go to about here. Let's see if we can get two nodes to link up. They get recalculated there in a weird way that I don't like. Is that them there? So if I slow down... I'll crash into Kerbal, is what'll happen. Oh, I can maneuver too, and that'll help. Oh, look, the pink ones. So at that pink point, we'll be 20 kilometers away from each other. So if we go to about here, we can set it up so we start getting closer to one another. Outer orbit goes slower, inner orbit goes faster, so we're slowing down compared to their speed, and we're getting close. Oh, slash cancel. We're getting close to each other. Okay. So now we slow down in relation to our target. And then we get it, so... Oh, we're using RCS thrusters to turn, aren't we? No, we're not. That's to turn on RCS thrusters. So what we need to do is head towards our target, which means getting our position, like which way we're traveling, to be in line with our target. And then what am I not doing right? Now we're getting somewhere. Okay. So we're approaching our target. I'm trying to get the separation to be as low as possible. But we can go to that point and then work on getting close to each other even further. And then it'll get to the point where we can see our target. can start really blasting towards them. Stop. Okay. Now we're not moving really relative to them. Now we're moving towards them. Oh my god, I keep pressing C. And I keep forgetting I want to change where I'm pointing, and I'm fighting against where my pilot wants to be pointing. So now we're headed towards our target at about 13 meters per second. Just gotta keep kind of adjusting. The heading. That counted as a rendezvous. We're close enough that we got that contract completed. Okay, switch to retrograde so we can slow down. And then once we slow down and we're happy, that's how slow we are. We can start using RCS instead. And RCS has different controls. The RCS controls, you use I, J, K, and L to kind of move left, right, up, and down, and then H and N are for forward and backwards. So using all these instruments and stuff, we've managed to find WASD still is your rotation. I'm mostly looking at my nav ball. The only time I look up at the actual ship I'm approaching is when I'm checking to see how far away from it I am. What's happening? Why aren't my pilots doing what's gone wrong? I got no control over this vessel. Why is that? Help! I don't understand. Why is it unavailable? Oh, I'm in time warp. Good God. close I feel I need to get to make this work. But I want it to be fairly close. And if I can, why not, right? Okay. Engineer, EVA. How do you do this? Because I can't... Maybe we gotta get a little closer first. Oh god, it's right there. It's tough when I can't really see. Oh my god. I'm gonna have to look this up or I'm not gonna... Maybe you should just grab back on for now. Let's quick save while we're in rendezvous. This is gonna minimize Kerbal Space Place Part Engineer EVA Construction. Click on the crane hook in the top right. Okay. And it said something about 10 meters. 10 meters I can reach. So we'll maybe flip ourselves the other way. There. Hook mode. And then we can switch to this spacecraft. Am I crazy? HG5. Oh my god, that's a different satellite we're supposed to go to. We're supposed to put it on this. Wow, good thing I auto-saved. Map. Set target. We don't have the fuel for this. Oh my god. Well, we performed a rendezvous. Clear target. I think we just land. I don't think it's worth sitting here and using up all the monoprop. I think we should probably just speed up here to... What happens if we detach while we're on the monoprop? Oh no! It ditched the frickin' thing. I forgot that I was going to be doing that. Uh-oh. Hopefully we survive this. That's so weird to see that thing like falling at almost the same speed as us right beside us like that. Where'd the big piece go? Oh, there's a chunk on my screen that's making me think there's something there in space. Some atmospheric effects starting to kick in. That's making kind of a weird halo effect. It's like, this is where your heat sink used to be. These have a built-in heat sink kind of thing anyways, I'm pretty sure, so it's not a huge deal that I lost that one. Oh, a bunch of shit exploding somewhere. Drone shoots. Alright, well, that was the stream. We made it to Minmus a couple times. We got ourselves a shit ton of science. I have a lot of various mission types available to me, including that one that I was trying to do that I didn't realize I was talking about a different satellite and not the station I put into orbit. I was just not paying attention. I never renamed the station either. I'm gonna have to rename it to like Kerbal Station 1 or something like that. I think a lot of these trees have collisions, so like if I land on one, it's not pleasant. I'm not 100% certain on that though. But yeah, thank you for tuning in, and I'll be back again Monday for the usual. And I'll see you next time. Bye bye.